How to crochet a large beanie. Today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet this extra large beanie for those people in your life who have a large head or a lot of hair. And for our beanie, I am working with two different colors of size 4 medium weight wool yarn, and these are both by the Cascade yarns. I'm also working with a size G or 6 or 4 1/4 millimeter crochet hook. And you're also going to need 3 stitch markers, but you can also use safety pins or scrap pieces of yarn. And we're going to work this beanie from the bottom up, so go ahead and grab whatever color you want to be at the bottom of your beanie. And we are going to attach this to our crochet hook using a slip knot. And then we want to chain 32. Once you have your 32 chains in place, I want you to go ahead and turn them over. So traditionally we will work in the V portion of our stitches, but for this we're actually going to be working in this third loop in the back. And starting with this very first chain right here, we're just going to place a slip stitch in that back bump. And we're just going to place 1 slip stitch in each of our back bumps, going all the way down our row for a total of 32 slip stitches. And it's helpful if you keep these slip stitches loose. And when you get to the end of your row, then I want you to chain 1 and turn your work around. From here, we're going to skip that chain 1 as a turning chain, and we're going to dive into the back loop only of our next stitch. So the back loop is just the furthest loop from you when you're looking at the V portion of your stitches. So we're going to place a slip stitch in that back loop only. And we're going to place 1 slip stitch in the back loop only of each stitch in our row, going all the way down for a total of 32 slip stitches. And again, you do want to keep these slip stitches loose throughout the entire pattern. And again, when you get to the end of your row, you're going to chain 1 and turn your work. And from here, we are just going to repeat this last row, skipping our turning chain and placing 1 slip stitch in the back loop only of each stitch in our row until we get this project to roughly 20 to 22 inches in length. And once you've gotten this to your desired length, which for me was roughly 22 inches, then what we're going to do is fold this in half and we're going to crochet these 2 short ends together. And before we do that, go ahead and make sure that your crochet hook is on the opposite side of your starting tail when this is folded in half. And at the end of your last row, you're going to place a chain. And from here, basically, we are just going to line up our stitches and place slip stitches. So we're going to begin by inserting our crochet hook up underneath our last stitch. And then we're going to find the corresponding stitch on this opposite edge. And for this, you want to make sure you're working under both loops on both sides. From here, we're just going to yarn over and drop all of the loops on our crochet hook for a slip stitch. And we're just going to repeat this process, working up our row in these corresponding stitches until we've completely joined this short edge. And at the end of your row, you should have 32 joining slip stitches. And when you get to the end of your row, your beanie should look something like this. From here, we're going to cut and tie off our yarn. And working on the side with our starting and ending tails, we want to section our beanie off into 4 equal parts. And we're going to turn this right side out so that our ridge is on the inside. And for this row, we are going to be working in the available loops along the top edge. And we're going to begin right here next to our starting and ending tails. So we're going to insert our crochet hook in the available loop right there. And we're just going to yarn over with our next color of yarn. And we are going to place a chain 1 right there. Then we're going to dive right back into that same loop and place a single crochet. Then to place that crisscrossing stitch, what we're going to do is place a single crochet in one of the available loops behind our current stitch like this. From here, we're going to skip the next loop that we would want to work in and place a single crochet in the following loop. Then working backwards in our skipped loop, we're going to place a single crochet. So that's how you place your crisscrossing single crochet stitch. From here, what I want you to do is place 24 single crochets in each of these 4 sections, following that crisscrossing stitch method. And you want to try to place these stitches as evenly as you can. And when you get to the end of your row, you should have a total of 96 single crochets. And at the end of your row, your beanie should look something like this. And from here, we're going to begin a spiral pattern, which basically just means we're not going to need to worry about starting and stopping our individual rows, but instead our rows are going to stack on top of each other like a spiral. And so from here, we're going to skip our little small chain stitch and place a single crochet in the top of our first single crochet stitch from the last row. And then working backwards in our last single crochet in our previous row, we're going to place a single crochet stitch. From here, we're going to skip the next stitch that we haven't already worked in and place a single crochet in the following stitch. Then working backwards again, we're going to place a single crochet in that stitch that we skipped. And we're just going to repeat that going around our row, so I'll show you that one more time. We're going to skip the next stitch that we haven't worked in and place a single crochet in the following stitch. Then working backwards in our skipped stitch, we're going to place a single crochet. So now you can see that our crisscrossing stitches are not stacked on top of each other, but they're sort of at an angle, and that's exactly what we want. So go ahead and repeat this going around your row, and we're going to repeat this for the next 8 rows so that we have a total of 9 rows of crisscrossing single crochets with our blue color. And at the end of those 8 rows, your beanie should look something like this. From here, we're going to start to place decreasing rows to close up the gap in the top of our beanie. And we're going to begin our next row by placing our first 10 stitches just like we've been doing, placing those crisscrossing single crochet stitches. And what I usually do is place my first 2 stitches and then mark the first of those 2. From here, you can continue to work that pattern until you have the first 10 stitches of this row in place. And once you have your first 10 stitches, then we're going to place our decreasing stitch. So to decrease, all we're going to do is skip 2 stitches rather than 1 stitch. Place our single crochet in this 3rd stitch over, and then go back to the first of those 2 skipped stitches and place a single crochet there. So this is where the pattern gets to be a little bit different. For this next part, we are going to work that normal crisscrossing single crochet stitch for the next 8 stitches rather than 10, and then we're going to place that decrease. So I'll show you that one more time. Once you've placed those 8 single crochets, then again you're going to place that decreasing crisscross single crochet by skipping 2 stitches rather than 1, placing your single crochet in that 3rd stitch, and then going back to your first skip stitch to place that crisscrossing single crochet. So for this pattern, we're going to place 10 stitches like normal and then our decrease, then 8 stitches like normal and then our decrease. And we're just going to alternate between 10 and 8 stitches between our decrease until we make it back to our stitch marker. So at the end of this row, you should have a total of 88 single crochets. And at the end of your row, you can remove your stitch marker. And the pattern for this row is to place our first 8 stitches like normal, and then we're going to place that decreasing stitch. And you want to make sure you mark the first stitch of this row just like we did last time. So again, that's 8 stitches, and then we're going to place that decreasing crisscrossing single crochet. And we're just going to repeat that going around our row, and when we get done, we should have a total of 80 stitches. And at the end of this row, you can remove your stitch marker. And the pattern for our next row is to place our first 8 stitches like normal, and then we're going to place that decreasing stitch. And don't forget to mark the first stitch of this row. And we are also going to be alternating between placing 8 stitches in the decrease and then 6 stitches in the decrease. So we're going to alternate between that going all the way around our row. And when we get to the end of our row, we should have a total of 72 single crochets. And another way of looking at this is you're going to place 4 crisscrossing stitches and then your decreasing crisscross, and then you're going to place 3 crisscrossing single crochets and then your decreasing crisscross. And at the end of your row, you can remove your stitch marker. And the pattern for our next row is to place our first 6 stitches or our first 3 crisscrossing single crochets, and then we're going to place that decreasing crisscross. And just like all the other rows, we're going to continue to mark the first stitch in each of our rows. So that's going to be your pattern going all the way around your row, again placing these first 6 crisscrossing single crochets, and then we're going to place that decreasing crisscross. And after repeating that going around our row, you should have a total of 64 single crochets. And at the end of your row, you can remove your stitch marker. And the pattern for this next row is going to be to place our first 6 stitches just like we've been doing. And don't forget to mark that first stitch. And so we're going to place our first 6 stitches and then a decrease. Then we want to place 4 stitches and a decrease. So we're just going to alternate between those going around our row for a total of 56 stitches. And again, at the end of your row, you can remove that stitch marker. From here, we're going to place our first 4 stitches like normal, and then we're going to place that decreasing stitch. And we're going to repeat this going around our row for a total of 48 stitches. And again, at the end of this row, you can remove your stitch marker. And so from here, we're going to place our first 4 stitches like normal, and then we're going to place our decreasing stitch, and then we're going to place 2 stitches like normal, and then place that decreasing stitch. And so we're just going to alternate between placing 4 and 2 stitches between our decreasing stitches. And we are going to repeat that pattern going around our row for a total of 40 single crochet stitches. And we can remove our stitch marker at the end of our row. And the pattern for our next row is to place our first 2 stitches like normal, and then we're going to place our decreasing stitch. And we're just going to repeat this pattern going around our row for a total of 32 stitches. And we're going to remove our stitch marker at the end of the row. And the pattern for our next row is to place our first 2 stitches like normal. And then we're going to place 2 decreasing stitches in a row. So 2 stitches like normal and then 2 decreasing stitches. And we're just going to repeat that going around our row for a total of 24 stitches. And for our next row, we are only going to place decreasing stitches. So at the end of this row, you should have a total of 8 crisscrossing stitches or 16 single crochets. And at the end of your row, you can remove your stitch marker. And what we're going to do is we are going to slide our crochet hook in our next stitch like this. And then we're going to cut our yarn. And I want you to leave a pretty long tail. And we are just going to pull through all the loops on our crochet hook, and we're going to pull all the way through like that to tie off our yarn. From here, we're going to turn our beanie inside out. And working in our last row of single crochet stitches, we are going to weave this tail in and out of our 16 single crochets in this last row. And once you're done weaving your tail in and out of those stitches, then I want you to pull your tail nice and tight to cinch up the hole at the top. And working with available loops, somewhere right here near the top, we're just going to tie off our cinch. And if you want to attach a pom-pom, then you want to leave your tail so you can attach it to your tail. Otherwise, go ahead and hide these tails on the inside of your beanie and then turn this right side out. And please let me know in the comments below if you decided to make this beanie and who you made it for. I always love to hear about that. Thank you so much for working with me, and I hope you have a wonderful, awesome day.